God's servant here, John Daniel Miller. I'll be known as Apollyon from this day forward and a couple of days ago even. I am Apollo and man. I can control our satellite movements and program computers in Langley, Sacramento, Washington, D.C., and just about anywhere with thought. These are gifts given to me from God above. Through a thought pattern, I unlocked a combination of a central supercomputer and reprogrammed it, taking control in thought. Members of the United States Army and the United States Marine Corps are in tow, as I am as well, to our Holy Father. With 144,000 troops, we can rid the world of the treason committed by the New World Order. These microchips also deliver my lines to me, and right now are not being very effective, if you get my drift. What we want to talk about is my eyes. My eyes have been manipulated in 2015 at the Milton Hotel in Blairsville, Georgia. Agents of the DEA implanted a small, you can't really see them, certain lights you can see them, it's a thin layer that the microchips finish installing, so they could take pictures of different things I do, including drug reconnaissance. Since we took control from the Department of Defense of these devices, we manipulated these thin layers of high-tech wizardry and manipulated them with plutonium, which is dropped into my body many times a day, and it's used in many ways in my brain, and also to manipulate these devices to grow with my eyes, because there is a greater purpose they can serve. With this, we can rid the world of the New World Order, using one man instead of a building the size of the Pentagon to screw it up, and a Holy Father to keep it straight. These devices in my eyes are also in all my three sons, Trenton, Evan, and Dylan. Evan will be the next overseer. I will be the overseer as we go through. I'd like to address all the Patriots. Welcome to the game. I supported Tim McVeigh's rise up and went to prison right behind it. I'm going to let you know this. We should have been in God. We could have done it anyway. But since we weren't, we fell. Much like the Patriots we've seen recently. No, the only country that kills its own troops and its own patriots is a communist country, and that's where we now live. These are weak-ass communists, and they are scared. Senate and House members and the FOP have sold out the local law enforcement agencies to tell their side of the story, while maintaining the whole time they were microchipping people that the feds would come in and take the blame and yada yada yada. Of course, we all know that's bullshit. They left them out in the street. What we see is law enforcement refusing to be honest. This has caused a conviction at a military tribunal. This will cost them dearly, as well as the rest of us. The eyes. Through these eyes, I can see many things. We can see bacteria climbing on walls. Yes, we can see through clothing. After you've done it a few times, you become nauseated and you don't want to do it anymore. You can also see through walls to a certain degree, a certain thickness. I can watch through satellites. I use my hand for concentration and can see some of the new people. God bless you all. All you Patriots, be calm. There is a great plan. We're going to use the Patriots as well. The United States Army and Marine Corps, we will call martial law full on, which Ronald Reagan did enact, so we are under martial law. When it becomes full martial law, understand this will not be like what you've seen in other countries, because we all live here. The treason's at the top. It is at the top that's got to be clean. We want people to hold still, be with their Father, while we execute these bastards, including much of law enforcement, for helping them with this treason. Most state police forces will be dissolved. It is a tax fraud, the state police. Although they wave a banner high of their great works, on paper they make no sense. We have way too many cops. The problem here is they refuse to arrest lawyers, lobbyists, and politicians, as we all well know. This has led lobbyists, lawyers, and politicians to be the kingpins of a sort in drug trafficking. Under diplomatic immunity, we now know via satellite, they're in the game. We've had this satellite technology since the 60s to find the root of drugs. They don't seek to find the root of the drug, you understand? They want to chase us around the street because they invest in prisons, judicial systems, rehabs, car insurance, and everything that goes with driving drunk and being high. They want you in the bottle or the bag or in the joint or rehab. This is a industry they've made of this. This is a perverse way of thinking. And what we've done we have instilled this into our children's minds, that this is a normal life. The reality of it all is, in 1966 we took the Bibles out of school. Bibles will be the core curriculum, not this degenerate business we have going on now. Bibles and the books of it that are approved by Interwoven. Interwoven will be the military. When you hear our Holy Father's voice, which I have heard many times, we'll drop, and when we get up, we will be brothers in one nation, worldwide. 1,000 years of peace we get from the purification. We're going to purify the New World Order. That means execute them. Yes, liberals. We're going to execute their asses. Conservatives too. I'm running out of gas. I'm glad to see there's more people in on this, and I always like to see all the law enforcement agencies struggling to hide their felonies instead of coming up front with them. Any of them had balls, they would have already stepped down. That is very few. They wish to keep an industry the way it is. We will not tolerate that. The end of this is when you hear our Holy Father's voice. This is a book known as Revelations. I am Apollyon. I am Apollo and man. I have taken control with our Holy Father's mathematics and thought process of the United States satellite system. This is why I'm free and not dead. You understand that? I'm going to let you guys soak this in. I do it in small intervals so you can take it in. That's the way our Holy Father has it. It's His mercy to you. The men that are with me are in great condition. There are no women. Women are not allowed in this 144,000. That was done to avoid a draft. This is another defilement of American beliefs in front of our children, that women should be involved in combat. The entrenchment in Iraq. We're going to draw down to just guarding the oil until the destabilization of killing all these pricks is over, and it shan't take long. Be with your Father. He's always with you, not with New Order, World Order, because they just won't do.